My name is Pilu, and here I bring you a short sequence for when we wake up. We can just jump from the bed to the mat to open and stretch a little bit the body to start to wake up as well. So starting sitting on the mat, bring your legs open. You can bend your knees. Normally when we just wake up, we can feel a little bit stiff. Bend the right leg, and now see if you can extend a bit more the left one. Bringing your right hand back. Inhale and bring the weight to your right knee. Open. Open the chest. Push through your right hand. And go further with the left one. And sit back. Looking at your left leg now. Let's activate the leg. Toes pointing towards to you. Inhale. Exhale, and just gentle walk forward. Remember, we are just waking up. We don't need to go into a super deep stretch. A little bit of movement side to side is always a bit nice. And from here, you can relax your leg. Bring your left hand inside. Just going to move toward the camera. And open your right one. It can be as well the hand on the floor behind the leg. Remember, as it's a wake up sequence, just focus on what you want to open and feel instead of just trying to go down and deeper. So now we are just opening the side of the body. So feel the stretch when your right hand goes forward. And rolling in front. Walk up. Changing the legs position. Now we'll go with the left hand back. Bring the weight to your left knee and over. Keep pushing through his left hand to lift the chest up. And down. Facing your right leg, let's activate it, toes towards to you, and fall forward. Always a bit of movement is an option. And now bringing the right arm inside, open the left up. And release back. Finding a kneeling position. Bring your left hand on top of your left ear and drop your head down. You can always open this right hand on the side or just leave it dropping down. Roll to the other side. And chin to your chest. When we do this kind of exercise, remember to keep lengthening the spine, avoiding the arching. And look up, projecting the neck like someone pulling you back with your head. And the full round. Bringing the hands next to your knees. Lift your knees slightly up. Give a little bit of a stretch to the upper part of the foot. And down. Hands in front, up, open, and find your child pose. Let's start to open a little bit more the hips. So observe your breath in this pose. When you inhale, lengthen the spine. Feel how your hands can even walk further, and when you exhale, squeeze your navel in to create more space in this area. Bringing your left hand next to your ear, press the mat, and then pass your right hand all the way under the left one and down. You can place your forehead or you can place your chin. I like personally to place my forehead because I feel I put more weight on the shoulder and the stretch feels more yummy. Choose the option that suits you better. And bringing again this left hand next to the ear, push up. And now let's go with the other side. Again, try with your forehead or with your chin, with your cheek. If you place your forehead like me, another thing that I like to do is once I put the weight on the arm, try to bring the shoulder that way. So even I feel more intense the stretch. I mean a nice intense wake up. Remember, we are not going super deep. And bringing the right hand to your ear, press the mat and lift up. Now let's find a sitting position. Keeping your left leg extended, we go for a twist. So bend the right one, you can cross it on top. Bring the right hand back, inhale. And when you exhale, start from your right shoulder, twist back. In this pose, I like to do it more activated, so I'm bringing my toes towards to me to keep this leg activated. But as today is just to wake up the body in the morning, if you want to relax the leg, it's also fine. And release. Extending the right one, flex the left one, left hand back. Inhale, and when you exhale, start to rotate with your left shoulder back, and then the body will follow. Actually, let's say from the waist to the shoulders, we are twisting. So this part is the one that is going to follow. Hips remain same as before. And release back. So now lying on the mat, bring the heels under your knees. Shoulders relax down, pressing the mat. And just you can release your hands next to your hips. I like to lift my toes up just to feel that I'm pressing equally with my feet the mat. So you can try it out. And lift the hips up. Just to make like a table, we are not going super high. Once you're here, roll one shoulder after the other one to interlock your fingers. Now let's imagine that someone is pushing our back from here to bring the chest forward, that direction. Or you can even imagine that you have a field here, a cable, and someone is pulling that way. And release. Bring the feet apart as wide as the mat, knees together, and move a little bit side to side. Knees to your chest. Pressing the knees hips distance apart, both at the same time towards your chest. And now you can go with one at a time. Now, hugging your knees, bring the chin to your chest and rolling back and forward, back to sitting. Just need to adjust this. Okay. From here, extending the legs. Let's see if now we can work with legs extend after all these openings and movements. Inhale, rise your arms up. And when you exhale, just stay here. So we are working again with the lengthening of the spine. Now it's like having this cable from the top of the head, pulling up. If you find your shoulders a bit tight, like mine, then think about turning the small finger, the pinky finger in. One more inhale, go as high as you can. Exhale, forward. Just forward, don't worry about going down. You can relax your arms, maybe your hands next to your knees. Very gentle, we're just waking up. And rounding back. Inhale, exhale, down, round and back. One more time. This last time we're going to bend the knees. Inhale, exhale, down, grab your knees, round. Give yourself a nice hug. Activating your core, maybe a little bit of balance. And step back. Feet hips distance apart. And let's see if with our hands we can just lift the hips up from the mat. Keeping your knees bent. Rest your chest on your legs. And bounce a little bit. Maybe moving a little bit side to side, grabbing the elbows as well. Bringing the hands behind the legs, so we hug the legs but with the legs between. Inhale deeply, lengthen the spine, and when you exhale, extend your legs. It doesn't matter if they don't extend all the way. It's just to pull a little bit as well, the shoulder blades, the shoulders. Release your arms. I'm going to be off the camera now for a little bit. Inhale and round vertebra per vertebra up. Your hands all the way up. Maybe palms touch each other. Stay here for one breath. Inhale, and when you exhale, fold forward. Soften the knees is always an option. You can bring your hands behind your calf, and pull your calf up at the same time, so you keep going a bit more further forward with your chest and maybe down. And release the arms, start to bend the knees all the way down. Extending your legs. Walk a little bit on your mat just to find your final pose. Inhale deeply, lengthen the spine. Exhale, squeeze your navel in and go slowly into Savasana. And observe now the feeling of your muscles, of your body. You can maybe be aware of how it was at the beginning of this practice and how does it feel now. Stay in your Savasana as long as you need to feel ready to start your day. And thank you very much for sharing this practice with me. Namaste.